Okay, first question. One thing you value and why?
Like in general?
Yeah.
In general.
Yes, just in general.
One thing I value my ability to get an education. I value my college education very much.
I feel like this is stupid, but tell me why this needs to be an open-ended question.
I value it because it opens me up to new points of view and new things, and I get to learn. And I get to learn every day something new, and I feel really lucky to be able to do that because not everyone gets to.
Okay. One thing that is very important about our family and why?
Oh. One thing that's very important about our family is I think I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. Is how close we are unconditionally. Like, even when things happen, you know, fights or this or that, we're close. No, we're close even when other people might not be. Like how we just all walked outside to see Uncle Bruce. Like, even though stuff's going on, we still love him, we still have family.
It's gonna be so chick flicky. I'm showing this to my class. Anyway. Perfect. One of your most memorable memories with our family, because there's a lot. Like, spew anything out.
With our whole family or anyone?
Yeah, anyone in our family. It doesn't matter.
One time, me and Amanda and her dad went to Washington, D.C. when I was in 8th grade. And Amanda was in her 20s, and obviously he was older, and they were supposed to be watching me because I was only 14 years old. And they told me to get on the train. We were in the metro, and they told me to get on, and the doors were closing. So I hopped on the train, and when I turned around, the doors were closed, and my uncle's arm was in the door. He was trying to prop it open, but like they just wouldn't open, and his arm was wiggling about. And finally, the train started to pull away, so he had to pull his arm out, and just in slow motion, I just looked up. He just looked up at me and just like shrugged his shoulders, like, "Oh well," and the train just pulled away. Little 14-year-old me pulled away, lost in Washington, D.C., underground on the train.
I fell on the platform laughing.
She thought it was funny. I thought, and then the people on the train were like kind of laughing. They were laughing at me, and I just got off at the next stop, and everything was fine. But yeah.
Okay. A family tradition that we do every year.
Bruh, you already know that I'm gonna say the pickle. The pickle ornament game. I am too old to play now. This is my second year that I'm out of the game, which is, I think, is fair because it gives everyone else actually a chance.
I took myself out of the game.
Yeah, well, that's because you're lame. Because the pickle's awesome. But should I explain what the pickle is?
Yes.
To the people who don't know? You never won? The pickle is a game for winners. Let me start with that, okay? It was a German tradition, and we read this, what is it? We read this little story at the beginning of every game, and what it is somebody hides 2 pickle ornaments in a Christmas tree. And you see, the tricky thing about that is the pickles are the same color as the tree, so you can't see them. And like they get hidden like deep in the boughs. And the legend goes that whoever finds the pickle gets an extra gift left by Saint Nick. Usually it's actually just like a $10 gift card. It used to be to the Wiz, which was a CD store back in the day, but no longer does that exist. So now, what is it now? Like, I don't know, Walmart or something. Something equivalent to that. Like, thanks, Santa. I'm gonna go get myself some new razors or something. But yeah, and usually there's 2 pickles. There's one that's bigger for the little kids, hidden lower in the boughs. And the rule of the game is that if you break other ornaments, aka act like an animal, and dig through the tree viciously, you're out of the game.
I remember during the pickle story, I fell asleep on Amanda when I was little, and I missed it. I didn't really care. One thing about our family that totally freaking annoys you.
Drama. It's like, I think that comes with the territory of being so close, like I said before. But everyone wants to know everything that's going on with everyone else. But not only that, everyone has an opinion on it. And in our family, I think it's hereditary, just like our thyroid problems, it's also hereditary to have a very large mouth. And I mean that metaphorically. We do a lot of talking bad about each other sometimes. But that's the one thing.
I think this is the last question. Okay. What's one thing that you think other people would not understand about our family? Just like how, like, aggressive we are, I guess. Like,
We're not even that aggressive. What are we?
have you met Pete? Pete was just telling me his story.
Nobody. It's a very strange dynamic. We're all like all the main aunts and uncles were brought up. They're from 3 different dads.
Yeah.
3 different dads. So that right there gives them. Each one of them kind of had a different childhood and then raised their kids in a different way.
Everyone has a different perspective on their life.
Yeah, it's like other families might have all come from like the same mom and same dad, so they really know where each other's coming from. But like our family came from tons of different places, and we're still, right?
Yeah, we're so different, but we're definitely all the same.
Yeah, all the same.
We're everywhere, but we're closer.
Yeah, exactly. Like whenever I'm going anywhere around here, I can pretty much bet that I'm gonna run into like somebody. You know, like see Aunt Kim driving by, or like Aunt Vicky. I see Aunt Vicky driving by all the time. I don't think she ever sees me once, but I see her like at least once a week. And it's just like, oh, yep, that's my family. That's my cousin. Oh my God, one time I was driving.
It's fine, go.
One time I was driving with my sister, and she's my half sister, and she has this joke that like our family is so big and it's everywhere. And we were driving down the road. What are you laughing at?
Listening.
We were driving down the road.
What?
I don't know, you guys were laughing. We were driving down the road, and I see this guy bolting down the street. There was just one person out. It was late at night, bolting down the street.
Not even
running.
in a car?
Not in a car, running. And I'm like, and I look, and Kristen was like, that's my sister. She was like, oh, that's so weird. And I was like, that's my cousin. And she laughed because she thought like I was just kidding, because she always jokes that my family's everywhere. It was your brother. It was literally Pete running down the street. She's recording. This is for when I get famous, you know. But yeah, we're everywhere.
We are.
But I digress.
You're so stupid. Okay, that's the end.
Awesome interview.